Good morning, and welcome to Bumblebee Junction.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Kind of sitting back here in the shade just a little bit because the sun is really bright. It's a bright, beautiful, brisk fall morning, and there's a few things to go look at in the garden still, so let's get to it. Okay, we start off by taking a quick look at my tomato starts here. These are the San Marzanos that I clipped yesterday, and I still have to run up and get some pots for those. But these are all the cherry tomatoes that I potted up, and they still haven't wilted at all. So I'm absolutely tickled about that. Today would be day 3 in the pot, and they are still good and damp. So probably wait just a little while to water them again. But they have not wilted, and they still look wonderful. Do a whole shot down there. You can see how messy my table is. But hold on, and we'll go find something else wonderful to look at. Just wanted to come out here and show you the broccoli. See it, all the dew on them. It was about 40 degrees this morning when I got up, and yesterday it was 39. But you can see they don't mind the cool temps at all. Yeah, big, pretty broccoli plants. Love it. And it's so much nicer to grow them this time of year because there's hardly any bugs. I mean, there are a few, and there's a couple of little tiny bites on the leaves, but for the most part, there are so fewer bugs that, yeah, really enjoy growing them this time of year. I come out here and take a peek at the pepper plants, and there are so many other peppers out here to pick. And these guys are doing okay in the cold so far too, but it's not going to be terribly long before the temps start knocking them back a little bit. But there's so many more peppers in here, and they're still doing really well. There's purple peppers and stuff down in there, and the white one. But I'm gonna walk around here. We haven't put the garlic in quite yet, but those are the beds that I took the green and yellow beans out of. In particular, this is the yellow bean bed. But what I really wanted to show you, there's some of my acorn squash, but ta-da! These are the peas, and they are actually officially taller than I am. But they're just covered in all of these beautiful blooms. I get down here, you see all these pea pods down in here. Yeah, oh, that one's just about ready. Yeah, some of those are really nice and swollen up. And you have to be careful because that will turn these poor guys into a snack bar. Because it's the one thing that I really can't walk away from when they're fresh in the garden. You can see the temps don't bother these guys at all. And I think they just absolutely thrive in the cooler temps. And the stalks, look at how thick those are. Absolutely happy about that. They look absolutely wonderful. And they're getting so tall. Hey, you're going to take a quick peek down in here. See a couple of nice little acorn squash in here. I did plant these really late, and I wasn't really expecting to get a whole lot out of them. It was just a way to kind of put off having empty beds. So, tickled, absolutely tickled. Those are one of my absolute favorite squash. Yeah. Yep, they have made it to the top of the chicken coop. They have completely covered the side of the chicken coop. Come in here and show you just how big these are. How cool is that? That is so cool. And there's several of them in there that size. But they have decimated the sunflowers. And they have just crawled all over this coop. Yeah. They even went along the back. Actually, that vine had come out here into the yard, and I just kind of tucked it up back there so it wouldn't mow it off. They have absolutely taken over that chicken coop. So the next time I plant those, definitely going to give them a trellis. Although I really don't mind them sitting out here and taking over this coop. But it does kind of make it hard to get in there and see the chickens. Yeah, walking up on those big, beautiful sweet potato beds. That's the sweet potato experiment. And they are just still crazy green and crawling out. It's fabulous. Really want to get in there and dig around and see if anything's developing in there, but really got to leave them alone. And these guys, they are definitely changing a bit more. And I know from getting down in here and digging around last week that they're mounding up even more. I wish I could get on there and show you that a little bit better. But just absolutely dying to get in here and see what's going on. But right now the temps are cooling off, and it's going to force them to change a bit. But I think the next really nice set of warm days, we might consider going ahead and coming out here and digging these guys up. I know it's not going to be that much longer, and it's killing me. I want to get in there and see what's going on. Can't help it. They're so much fun. Absolutely like digging for Christmas presents in the dirt. One of my favorite things to harvest, and it's coming. I keep saying it's coming, and I want to wait, and I'm trying desperately to wait, but it's not going to be much longer. So the little carrots, I know some of them in there are still kind of little, but yeah, they are absolutely not bothered at all by the cooler temps. At least not yet. Now, we do have frost coming in probably 2 or 3 weeks, but they're doing really, really well. Actually, I'm surprised. There is a little tiny dig spot back there, but for the most part, the birds have left them alone, so I'm happy about that. One more quick stop. There's a little pumpkin. Yeah. They did definitely get planted quite a bit later than I wanted them to, but we're still going, and there's a little pumpkin. Okay, so that's all the footage that I have for today, and it is absolutely beautiful morning. The sun's shining, and it's nice and brisk, and absolutely perfect fall morning. And there are so many things still going on in the garden. Sweet potatoes are driving me crazy. The peas are, yeah, they're starting to get big enough to go out there and, yeah, snack on in the garden. Not sure I should completely admit to that, but I think I've admitted to it before. They're one of my favorite things to eat, just right there in the garden. But yeah, sweet potatoes are driving me crazy. Definitely want to get out there and get to them. And the peas, yeah. And there's so many more peppers out there to pick. The tomatoes are starting to really die back a bit, and that's why I went ahead and got the seeds and took a bunch of starts for clones and stuff. In fact, I gotta run into town and pick up 3 more pots to get the San Marzano cuttings potted up, but they've only been in the water since about yesterday afternoon, so they're still doing good, but still gotta run and get the pots for those. And there was something else I needed to do and I can't remember, but that's why I have to write things down on a list, and half the time I write them in pen on my hand because that's a list I can't leave at home sitting on my desk. But yeah, anyway, I should probably go ahead and get on out of here. I know you have things that you need to do today too, but I am grateful that you chose to spend a few minutes of your day with me. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring that little bell to let you know when I'm out plotting and scheming in the garden again. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything at all on your mind, please leave them in the little box below. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful day, and I really don't want to have to run to town. I'd rather be outside playing in the nice cool weather, but I do need to get the rest of those tomato starts potted up. And got to start thinking about getting this garlic done too. Got to get those separated into cloves so we can start planning on when we want to get those planted. The beds out there that we took the green and yellow beans out of is where we're probably going to go ahead and plant them. Depends on how many we decide to plant, because we can always find space in the other bigger gardens if we tend to, you know, take a few extra. And yeah. Anyway, I'm just sitting here rambling and jabbering on because it's just absolutely beautiful day, and I should probably let you go, and I need to get going. And yeah, you hear all the birds in the background. I think they're happy for a beautiful day too, but I really should get out of here. Don't forget, we love you, and we'll see you in the next one.